And today I am joined by Art the Clown himself from the cult classic Terrifier and Terrifier 2, David Howard Thornton. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Ivotres. How are you doing?
I am good. I'm excellent now because I always wanted to interview you.
Oh, you got me.
I know. It's so exciting. I can't even contain myself. Art the Clown is back.
Yes.
And I mean, it went to the theaters and kept running. I mean, I am blown away how it was received, because it was received the first time. I mean, just great. But this one, it blew up more than what people expected.
Oh, very much so. We did not expect this at all. I mean, originally we didn't even think we were going to go into theaters, and then they put us in like just select theaters for like 3 days, and it just kept going.
And I did have a chance to watch it, and man, Art the Clown was not playing. I mean, he was meaner, badder, creepier. I mean, and the kills were to die for, literally.
Thank you. Yeah, literally. Definitely literally.
How does it feel to be back with such an iconic character? I mean, did you believe that it would, oh my gosh, figures and everybody dressing up, and it was just like this big thing, Art the Clown?
Oh no, we did. When we made part one, we thought he was a cool character. We thought we had a cool idea, but we were trying to be realistic with ourselves, because we were just a very, very, very low budget independent film at the time. And we're like, oh, we hope some people see this and we hope they like it, but we were surprised with all the reception the first film even got. Just, people wanting t-shirts and action figures and all that. But yeah, this with part two, the reception has just totally blown us away. When you have Stephen King himself tweeting about it, like when you get his seal of approval, then where else can you go?
I know there's nowhere to go, but you could keep going.
Yeah, but it is.
But he's pretty much up. So it's like, okay, we need to find some other reason. but yeah, so he was resurrected and he is in this town and going crazy. But the questions I have is the kills itself, because you as the clown, did they give you like free range of how to do these? Because it just looked like it would look a lot of fun, looked like you were enjoying it. So when they said action and they gave you, what you needed to do, did you just go for it all on your own, or how did they?
It depended on like where we were in the kill, because some things Damien knew what he wanted specifically. He's so good with the scary stuff. That is his forte there. And so when he wants me to be scary and mean, boom, he's like, I want you to do this, I want this look on your face, blah blah blah. I'm like, cool. Other times, like when I was coming in with the salt and bleach, he's like, just play. And we were just doing all kinds of things where I'm just like, I even did like the Salt Bay and all that kind of stuff. Whatever I could think of, I was having fun with salt and bleach. It's like, this is, so we have that great relationship between director and actor where, he knows what he wants, but he also has moments where it's like, okay, I've gotten what I want from my end. Now let's see what else we can add to it, the extra stink we can put on this. So he's like, Dave, do your thing. And I will just play around with things. I mean, there's probably, another hour and a half plus of bonus footage of outtakes of different scenes where I'm just messing around, like especially with the possum and the costume shop. I was playing with so many things. It's just like, yeah, we just can't use it all in the film.
Yeah. Also, I noticed a little differences from the first one to this one. The movement, the nature of Art, and the feel. He seemed more sinister, more crazy, but also like hilarious and fun. From the first one to this one, did you have much control on the character of Art than the first time? Because I can see the difference.
Yeah, that's that's something I wanted to do with the character, because I looked at him. He's like, okay, he's being brought back from the dead. He realizes now has a lot more power than he originally thought. So he's going to be a lot more confident in himself.
Mm-hmm.
and a lot more arrogant, but also having a lot more fun knowing he's going to be hard to kill. And that's what I want to bring to the character. And Damien's like, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. So, and I think you see that just from the very get-go when he comes back from the dead. He just kind of notices himself in the mirror and just kind of takes that moment to really like, look at this. I got a bullet hole in the back of my head. This is, oh boy. Like, from then on, he's like, oh, game on. This is like Christmas for him.
Yeah, that's what I really loved about it, because when it just started right in, like we didn't need to know everything, because unless you see the first one, you can go back to the first one. But this one, as it was playing out, they were reminding you of where he's from and why he's dangerous and what he's done. I thought that was very genius, because a lot of horror movies got to give you a whole 30 minutes of who this character is. Yeah. But this one, you already know. I mean, that I really did love that. And it's such fun.
You cut out all that exposition there. It's just like, just like, okay, we know this guy is dangerous, but he's also kind of funny at the same time with what he's doing. It's just like, he's a real threat. And we just established that in the first few minutes of the film.
Mm-hmm. And how was it to keep your composure in the shots? Because there were moments I was laughing because it was so way out there, and I was thinking to myself, like, there's no way that there probably had to be 100 cuts, because it looked so enjoyable and people probably laughing. I'm really good at keeping my composure until we cut, and then we start laughing and everything. That just comes from my stage days, because like when you're on stage, you just can't lose character. And I would have actors that would try to get me to lose character on stage, because I would make them lose character. Like, let's see if they can get me to crack. And I'm hard to crack in the moment. When I'm in the zone, I don't crack. But as soon as I get the break from it, then I can really go, that was fun. Especially that happened a lot during the whole entire costumes shop scene. There was so much just goofiness going on with all the things I'm playing with, and especially the bit that we were all really cracking up at was with me taking the money out at the counter, and they're like, why don't you like treat it like you're an little old lady just getting the change out. And I was getting impatient. I was watching.
Oh yeah.
It's
so, and it's just like the when he does the whole thing, and I did the look. I didn't even realize I had done that, and they did the playback. I'm like, oh, that's hysterical. Let's keep doing it, because everybody just died laughing.
You were really that into the character. Yeah. Some of the things you were doing came natural. Is that something where you find yourself when you watched it, like, wow, I want to take this character to a different level by becoming the comedic part of it? Was that something that you really wanted to show? Like, he's scary, but he's a clown.
That's definitely something. I mean, I did that from the get-go with part one. I wanted to make that more of an aspect of his character, that the clowning aspect of it is, because I felt that would separate him more from all the other horror villains, especially all the silent ones with masks like Jason and Mike Myers, is if he has those little Freddy-isms and Chucky-isms to him as well.
Because like you said, they do wear a mask, so you can't see facial expressions, but this one, I think it matters, because even though he has that sinister look that he's doing to really show, like, this is what's going to happen next, and he's like holding the bag like, I want candy. Like, hello.
It's definitely something I wanted to do, because like since he doesn't talk, I wanted there to be a way for him to convey his intent. And I'm like, well, let's just, since the makeup gives me the free range of expression, let's totally utilize that. And I don't even, since I don't have lines, I say lines in my head, so it helps me with timing and get the beats down and everything, and things just naturally happen when I'm just saying lines in my head that I don't even realize I'm doing on my face until I see the playback. I'm like, oh, that was a good choice, good job, me.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, I even had like a Lon Chaney moment one time when we were filming. It's like when I get the stuff ripped off my face from the whip. It's that little the thing. I didn't even realize I had done that, and Damien's like, dude, you just had a Lon Chaney moment. I'm like, what? Oh my god, yes, that was unintentional, but hey, great, let's just say that was an unintentional nod to Lon Chaney there.
Hey, hey, I love classic horror too.
Yeah.
So what do you think is next with Art the Clown? What level? Because I mean, you're out in space, you're so high in the level of this character. What do you think? Where can we take Art the Clown next? How far can we think we can?
I think he's going to be more vicious going forward, especially now that he's back again, and he has, like, I look in the part 2, his agenda. He was supposed to get rid of Sienna. He had to get rid of her because she was going to be she was a threat to the plan. And we haven't revealed the plan yet, but there's a plan, and he had to get rid of her, and he couldn't, and then she bested him. He's pissed. He's pissed now. He's like, okay. And he also knows he actually has a real threat out there too. There actually is somebody that can harm him and take him down. So he also might be a little bit more wary, but I think he's too arrogant to let that really get him. Mm-hmm. But I imagine going forward, he's going to be even more vicious and more ambitious.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. I can't wait either. I have no idea what Damien has in store for him, so I'm very excited myself.
So it's streaming. It's going to be streaming now. Today's 31st of October on Screambox.
Screambox, yes.
Yeah, and then moving forward, we have DVDs, we have Blu-rays, and everything. And
who knows?
Who knows? And then we're going to have part 3, 4, 5.
Yeah,
we need more Art the Clown.
Art goes on a cruise to space. I don't know.
That, you know what? On a cruise, that would be really terrifying because there's nowhere to go.
I think so too. I think so. They're all trapped with him on a boat. It kind of makes me think of that whole thing with Jackie Earle Haley's character Rorschach in Watchmen, where he's in jail, and it's like, yeah, you're trapped in there with all of them. He's like, no, they're trapped in here with me.
Oh.
Yeah,
we have an idea. Nobody steal it.
Yeah, I know. Like, Damien, come on, man. We could go on a big vacation.
So I want to say thank you so much. It was truly an honor and a pleasure to speak with you. It's I can mark it off my checklist of the great honorable things that I did. So
thank you. It was great being on here as well. Thanks for having me.
So I wish you much success. It is still the theater. It went to the millions. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I can't wait to see more.
Thank you. And I thanks to the fans, because that's who made all of this happen. It is the fans. Holy crap! I'm like I said, we were only supposed to be in the theaters for 3 days, and now we're gone on like 4 weeks now in theaters, and we've surpassed all of our wildest expectations, and it's because the fans just got the word out and were just harassing the theaters. We want to see this movie, and so thank you. We have done something that's never happened before with an unrated independent film, and I'm hoping this is going to be a game changer for the industry. Yes. I'm hoping more filmmakers are going to start taking risks again with these type of movies and trying new things instead of just playing it safe for, a quick cash in.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Thank you.